movie. I forgot his other films, but this was the one that stood out the most for me. Adrian Young, dude. I hope somebody picks him up for some super A+ film one of these days, because that music, like, you can tell it was made for this movie. But when they did even the little band sequence, and he's rolling in, and the girl is like singing, and she kind of like sees Black Dynamite roll in, and she's like, we got to kind of end the song so I can talk to him. Like, it just fit, dude. Everything fit. I hope Adrian Young gets a better recognition just from this movie. I hope so, dude.
Yeah, this soundtrack slaps, and they killed the atmosphere that he created for this is perfect, and you just buy it, you know, like the old Isaac Hayes and all the feels are there, and you feel like you're watching like a period piece, you know, as cheesy and weird as it is. Like, they pull off what their whole like agenda was for this film. They pull it off, and it's fun. Like, if you're into this and you can you understand what they're going for, it works, you know. It's great. It's a fast film. It's effective. Like, as you said, the casting is near perfect. I love the choppiness of some of the bigger action scenes that they just, you know, like they have a car that flies off the cliff, and you can see that they literally pulled that from some other random movies.
And
footage.
Not only that, they used that scene twice in this movie.
Yeah.
And then also, when Black Dynamite is in that bar, and then Bullhorn, let's talk about our favorite characters. Bullhorn is pretty dope, dude. And he's always rhyming throughout the film. And this is why I like Bullhorn, because he's kind of, like I said, Adrian Young makes the music, but he makes it kind of for, like, the actors and for them to go to it, dude. So it's, like, pretty dope to see that fusion. But Bullhorn was one of my favorite characters, because he was just that sly dude. And, you know, Black Dynamite looked up to him. He came to him first when all the shit was getting bad. And tough spoilers, Bullhorn gets fucking killed by a boomerang shuriken thing that Dr. Phoenix Wu throws. So that, I thought that was pretty hilarious, because Dr. Phoenix Wu also throws the boomerang without looking anywhere, and then it chops one of Black Dynamite's homies' heads. And I was just like, what the fuck? It's just, that's what it is. That's what happened. You know? So many random moments in this movie.
For sure.
It definitely takes rewatching to be like, did that really happen? Did that really happen? Like, it's just a bunch of like, yeah, they threw that in there, dude. Like, you know, like most of the movies I recommend, it's more of like, fuck it movies. Like, they did that shit, and it's more sometimes shocking or to some people, or just maybe too weird for them. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you guys liked it. And yeah, dude, hopefully we can get James back. Did we ever get to what James wanted to pick?
Yes, I know. He was able to text me his movie focus for next week, and he didn't disappoint. It's a great change of pace, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you guys? Are we ready to hear it?
Yes. Let's do it.
All right. He chose DC's Birds of Prey.
Oh wow!
Good thing I bought you.
Nice. Nice.
Which is obviously, it's on HBO Max, and man, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a hell of a time.
I haven't watched it yet, so this.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
Yeah, I haven't watched it, dude.
Oh wow!
I heard ifs and ands, but I gotta ignore that. Like, you know, you gotta ignore that, and we gotta take a dive into it, and we gotta discuss about it on next Tuesday.
I'll say this. I think Tiny will appreciate it. I think he's going to have a great time with it. It's fun. It is
a fun movie. Definitely a fun movie to watch. I think one of the funner ones DC has besides Shazam.
Really?
Yes.
Also, I remember it had to be maybe a couple of years ago. Somebody, It might have been CJ, an old guest we used to have on here. He said something. He was talking bad about Margot Robbie, and Anaris looks over and he goes, "We don't talk bad about Margot Robbie in these parts." And I always remember that. Oh man,
you can't talk shit about Margot Robbie, dude. That's like, she's so good. She's so talented.
Yeah, and she's a. You just gotta wait and watch this film too. You know, her chops are on display.
Days, man. You know why? We were all together around like a few mics and in a space. That was a good time, dude.
Well, yeah, where we could do that and not worry about anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You appreciate so much when it's taken away.
It's sick that you remember that, dude. I've been gotten like so drunk by then.
Yeah.
Forget that.
We don't talk about Margot Robbie.
I can see how that would stay in your head.
Yeah. Just the way you said it was like it was all tombstoned out too, you know, like we don't talk bad about Margot Robbie around these parts. I think it's recorded. It's on a show somewhere. I have to go back and find that little clip.
Hell yeah, I would love to hear it. I'll put it in a track or something. Yeah, dude, I want to hear some Swan facts. Do we got any Swan facts about the Black Dynamite? Did we ever get to Swan facts?
I do. I have 4 solid Swan facts for you guys.
Let's go.
All right.
Swan facts.
All right, the Anaconda malt liquor conspiracy was inspired by another real-life conspiracy involving Church's Chicken poisoning their food to hurt African Americans specifically.
Wow. That's low.
It's crazy, man. Church's Chicken. They
speaking about that, did you notice the Roscoe's Chili and Donuts in the fucking the movie?
Yeah.
What it used to be and shit? That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think we might have killed this during the show, but I'm going to read it anyway. There was a Black Dynamite animated series which ran on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim for 2 seasons before being canceled. Has anybody checked out the anime?
No, but I'm going to go check it out now.
Yeah, I checked out the first 2 episodes. I haven't watched it since, but yeah, I did. Because I watched this first, so it was like, you know, but maybe I'll give it a shot again.
For sure. Gunsmoke's a tiny penis prosthetic is actually a flesh-colored pacifier, if you can believe that.
Wow. Wow.
The micro penis.
The micro penis, yeah.
Are you sure you want to live?
Do you want to live?
They killed
they were giving him an option and he couldn't even speak. It was pretty funny.
All right, my final Swan fact for the evening. James McManus, aka the actor that played Richard Nixon in the film, practiced his nunchucks routine for 6 hours a day leading up to the production, so he could look authentic. That is some goddamn dedication if I ever heard of one.
Yo, Nixon got the drop kick fucking Black Dynamite, dude. He got him in it. He got a running start, like jump kick, and like hit that fool in the chest all hard.
How authentic did that dude look? Like he looked so
like Nixon.
Yeah,
he played a good Nixon and sounded like him too. Like he just had that.
It's kind of more. It was one of the more spot on Nixon impressions,
right,
that I've seen.
Giving me Point Break vibes. Just kidding.
Hey,
no.
Hey. Damn, this fool.
Yeah, and that wraps up Swan Facts, guys.
Nice.
Dick.
But there's a question I think Tiny has for you. I think.
Oh yeah.
He has a question, right?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. If we're at the after credits, where can these people find us?
All right, if you dropped in on this Black Dynamite episode and you're unaware of who we are Drop the Mic. We are a San Diego-based podcast. We are available on all major podcast platforms as of now. You can also check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, to name a few. We release new content every single Friday with brand new pop culture, weekly recommendations for both the film world and television. So what we've been watching and what we love for that week. And then, of course, our main focus would be the movie review that we end the show with every single Friday. We've been going strong for 4 years now, if you could believe that. It's been a hell of a ride, and thank you all for the returning listeners who give a shit, to subscribe and listen to us every week. It's been fun, and I know you guys don't have a lot to do now, so I hope we can rake in some more listeners while everyone's at home, and hopefully bring some light and sanity to your life right now.
Yes. Hopefully you're having the best of time listening to us talk and review movies.
Also, do you want to plug Rude Behavior, Diego, or give people an update on your sister podcast channel?
So yeah, we have a sister podcast which I run along with another friend of mine called Adrian. Me and him run another podcast, and we are dropping our 3rd season soon. We are going to start recording, I believe, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But with this COVID thing, it's just kind of taking a back step for us. We had a bunch of guests already lined up, and we have to take the proper precautions, especially for me, being a beer tender. I'm currently quarantined at home for the next week, or for this week, just solely because I've been around so many people, and want to take the proper precautions and take the COVID test, just to be safe, So other than that, we are dropping episodes soon enough. Maybe in the next year, the beginning of next year, we should be good to go with season 3. And for the time being, thank you for the love and support I think we've been receiving from everybody in the community, and also in the also our friends and families that have been listening to the podcast as of late. I know we've gotten a bunch of good feedback, so thank you guys, and please just hold on, be patient with us. We're trying to get through this just like you guys, And other than that, please support local business, especially right now. If you have extra $1 or $2, please spend it with small businesses. They are struggling without this financial help or relief that the government's not giving them. So please help out. Help companies like the ones I work for, and the ones a lot of people work for.
Yeah. Shop small this holiday season if you can afford it. If you can manage it, help these little businesses stay afloat. I know they're going to appreciate it. So if you can do it, try to shop local, shop small, help everyone in this time of need, especially in the holiday spirit, if you got it. And Tiny, I have a question for you, man, if you're still there.
What's up?
When are we going to get some new music for you, man? It's been quite a while.
Yeah, man. There's been a lot of put off right now, but I just need to dive into it, and I have stuff there. It's just I haven't recorded. Sometimes I go through phases of music. When I do stuff, I might not be too comfortable, especially since I feel like I should definitely try to develop and